soon as you eat
The
it.
different glove combo.
It's so
You know that by the smell.
Okay,
Yeah.
the other thing that you missed
And then we
was
can sit
that
on
50% of these classes you have to attend.
Mhm.
Attend the ones that will help you do the things you don't know how to do, which may mean I see you every class, and that's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. It'll be like this. I do want you to know each other because you're going to be helping each other with your projects and getting people off the marks to do these different concepts. And this way you have a community that's working on doing something kind of cool, but it's what your interest is. And each one of you bring in your friends and their interest, and when you hear something that if somebody is doing that they could have, that you have a friend who has an interest or might care about that, make connections. When you're out for the next 6 months, make those connections still. It doesn't mean you have to just do it in this classroom, okay? That's what leadership is. It's about networking and figuring out how to help other people get what they need to go forward. So that's my big list. That's what we are. And today we're going to get to know each other. I'm going to answer questions about the project so you know what you have to do to get your 2 hours of credit. You can expect to put about 90 hours in on all of that because it's 2 hours of credit that you're not in class. And we're going to meet 7 times, I think is what we said. We're going to meet 6 or 7 times. One of those is going to be a one-on-one where I get to coach you on your thing. This is a coaching session. That's what this is. We're focusing on coaching you, which means you are the ones doing the work. I'm just helping you do it better. That's what it means, okay? This is your chance to try things out, and if you can't do that without me holding your hand every inch of the way and telling you every minute of the way, then you're not going to be very successful on your job site anyway. You certainly aren't leaders, which none of that's true about y'all, so I'm kind of excited to see how this happens.
That was really harsh.
It was harsh, wasn't it? I'm sorry, guys, I'm tired. I apologize. I didn't mean
Luckily,
that.
we all fit that, so we're good. But
Well, my answer is you do fit that, or you wouldn't have gotten here. That's the truth. We all know how this minor is. You have to be capable of doing it at this point in time. Down the road, I want to have created something so that if somebody's sitting here, they can't graduate. But you want people who have this to be somebody you're proud to say you share the degree. So that's where we're headed. Okay, so it is an accomplishment to get to where you are right now, and you're about to show what you've learned in a way that you haven't had a chance before. People keep saying, what do you get out of it? And you're about to show them. That's the point. Okay? You're about to show them that this was worth your time. And if you're not able to do it right now, by the time you're finished with these coaching sessions, you've still got one more semester to keep going. You will be able to. This is when you get to do your stretching and your practicing. So that's what we're up to. I was going fast, and when I go fast, I'm harsh. So, it's good to see you again, though. I'm so happy that you're here with us on the video.
Okay.
Okay, I'm Zenit. My birthday is December 24th. Christmas Eve.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I don't get twice the gifts now. Let's see, fun facts. I love to nap. I'm really good at it.
She does.
Yeah, we lived together when we were in school. I napped
Another
a lot. Let's see, I like to like work out at the gym a lot. I like to go like places that are outdoorsy, like hiking or just like to different parks and just check them out. So I'm really like into that. What else? Winter is my favorite season, so I can't wait. It's too hot for me. What else? Okay, so for my what?
What's your project?
Yes. So, okay, ever since like sophomore year, I was thinking of doing something medical, but something actually came to me like a month ago, and I haven't talked to you about it yet, but I've been thinking about it. So this is what I'm thinking. I've noticed that a lot of like some campuses that I was looking at, like in undergrad too, they have live cameras around their campus, and I was wanting to bring one maybe like to the Rock. Just because I've been in a lot of organizations, and many times we've been trying to paint the Rock and someone's already there, or and then we have to wait, and then it's really rough. So I was thinking like, what if I brought like a live feed camera? That way, like if you're trying to go do something with your organization, you can see like if someone's already there or if they're working on it, or would that sound like a feasible?
It's a feasible project, but you're going to have some things you have to process. One of the things is it's a freedom of expression zone. So if you have a live camera, does that keep people from feeling as comfortable to freely express? There's just some conversation.
Yeah. So maybe I can like look at the colleges, because I was supposed to go to St. Louis University, so just the other day I was like on their website, well not the other day, like a month or two ago, I was just looking at something because I was talking to a high school student, and I noticed they have like a live feed camera of like their main like quad area. And I was like, that's kind of cool, and that way you can see like what's going around on their campus. And I was like, what if we had that? Because our campus is so big, so like even if like I can make it bigger and put it in different parts of
Well,
campus.
it would make it more community-based. I think
Yeah.
that's kind of a cool
Or like if some
concept.
people try to like ignore Ped Walkway because there's a walkway down. Some want to go. Like I like to go on Ped Walkway to get free stuff. So if I can see like 10 tables on there, I will go to Ped Walkway.
I know, I have.
Okay, so y'all, this is a perfect example. We're gonna talk about that more.
Okay.
Because I'm not quashing it. I'm telling you there are things that when you're leading, you're going, yeah, that's what that is, but it's not. I'm quashing you not thinking about it. I want you to think more about it.
Yeah,
is
I
all.
just started thinking about like a recently.
So, but
that's
that
what I wanted.
said, we're gonna talk about it, and you're gonna
Okay.
hear from your peers about each of this stuff before we're done.
Sure.
That's great. That's great. As a matter of fact, it's kind of fun.
Cool.
For me, I think it'd be fun to have these conversations first. Any other question that I need to ask? Did I ask other ones? Y'all have a question? Madeline, you're on.
February 21st, write down your calendar. What else? Something cool about me? I don't know. I really don't.
You can also just be silly.
Yeah, I don't know. I pole vaulted in high school. I had jaw surgery my senior year, so, and it was like my whole head was swollen for a solid month, like probably about this big.
How'd you have jaws?
Well, yeah, gymnastics. I fell on my head, and I think in freshman year, and so that messed stuff up. And yeah,
Oh my
So-
gosh. You still looks really like defined and like nice.
Yeah, you know, very off.
no, but
Yeah.
yeah. So most of my senior year, though, like I mean, with weather too, how things swell up. Like when the weather changed, I know when I woke up, my face would be
Wow.
for like at least 6 months.
Do you have any photos of it?
How long did you pole vault? I always wanted to do that.
But you
I
pole
used to
vaulted?
run track, but I never pulled.
I
It was pole vaulting?
Yeah.
You said it was gymnastics.
She did both.
I did both.
She didn't say it straight in a straight line.
It was yeah.
But don't you
you're
do
right.
gymnastics, like pole vaulters, that's like normal, you
Yeah.
do gymnastics
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the same time.
You pole vault.
Because pole vaulters
Yeah.
throw themselves through the air as do.
So you, that's when you found your head when you were pole vaulting?
No, I fell on my head. Freshman year gymnastics, I fell on my head, and like I had to. Doctor said, okay, no more, you're out.
Oh, wow.
But then my track coach told me to take up pole vaulting, so I said, okay, what the heck, I'll try it. And so I did, and I liked it. And that was kind of, that fed like my, like, I don't know, you know the, like the adrenaline addiction, I think?
The risk.
Yeah.
I got that.
And then I had to have the jaw surgery later. But it wasn't like directly, it's not like I broke my jaw upon impact. They just think I messed with stuff.
So what's your project?
So for my 350 class, organization, I decided to join the student conduct board, and they just recently revised their code, and I want to get kind of on the campaign, and create like my own portion of it, or like branch of reaching out to students and organizations and making sure that they're aware of the changes made to the policy, and also just like review parts of the policy and what they mean.
Hey,
The blurred lines.
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Now, you know,
Bethany's.
a lot of the stuff that you're learning, I wrote. So.
Really?
Mhm.
When
You know,
in your office.
Yeah, you'll be in my office a lot. So
By
that's
the
pretty
way, I ended up being at career services way longer than planned yesterday. They closed at 4, I'm sorry. We had an appointment.
Is that why? You missed? Okay.
I should
wondered-
have sent you an email.
But I
was
wasn't
there for
gonna
like
rash
half
you,
hour.
but it was a good?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're tearing apart my resume.
Okay. Tearing apart my resume,
Yeah.
that was good. But that's okay, because you'll wind up having more.
Yeah.
That's another piece. All of y'all, we've got the career service director coming to class later in the semester. And she and Dr. Cheek are going to be talking about how to communicate the minor with other people and what you've done and how you've done that. And that'll be part of the conversation you're in. So kind of play and work with your resume in advance. so that you have at least your good first swing, and then you can make the tweaks so that the fact that this is just who I am, and then with what I did here, here's how it makes me stronger in these specific ways. Okay. And they're available in career services now. So as far as what's required, let's talk about the paper. All right? Anybody have the syllabus up?
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's start with the syllabus.